In this tutorial, I'll compare the fractions. So I want to know if half is bigger than 3 or not. So if half is bigger than or greater than a third, or I want to know that if a third is greater than a half. So that's my question, right? So we need to find out, we are comparing the fractions, which one is greater. Now let's have a look. So when we are doing this, I will have half, okay, and a third. So when you're comparing a fraction, you need to make sure that the denominators, which is this part, the denominators should be the same, okay. So how would, but we have a denominator 2 and a 3, so I need to make sure it's same. So I will multiply it by a number that will give me same denominator, okay. So if I multiply 2 by 3, right, and I multiply 3 by 2, it will give me 3 2's 6, 2 3's 6, right? So my denominator is same, so that part is right. Now what about the numerator? So that's the question, what about this one? So for that, what I do is that because I have multiplied 2 by 3, so I multiply the bottom part by 3, I will multiply it by 3 as well, okay. So that will be 3, and because I multiplied the bottom part by 2, I will multiply by 2 the top part as well, which is 2. Okay, so now I can compare these ones as it is. I can compare them because I can see that 3 over 6 compared to 2 over 6. So I can see that this one is bigger than the second part because it's 2 over 6, this is 3 over 6, okay. This is a slightly bigger one. So the conclusion is that half is greater than a third. That's my conclusion. So basically, please don't be confused by how I did it. The only step you have to remember is that make sure that the denominator, the first step is to make sure that the denominator is same, right? So we have multiplied by the numbers to bring a common denominator, right? That should be done. And then the second step is that make sure that whatever you multiply the denominator with, you have to multiply with the numerator as well on the top, and this will give us the figure, and then we can see which one is greater, okay. That's how you calculate. So I will do one more for you. I'll say 1 over 4, is quarter bigger than half? That's my question. Or is half bigger than quarter, right? I'll do one more thing. So my first step to remember is that make sure that the denominator of both are same. So I have to multiply by a number that it gives us with a common denominator, right? So because we are comparing it. So 4 times 2 and 2 times 4, right? So if I multiply 4 times 2, it will give me 8. If I multiply 2 times 4, it will give me 8. That's perfect. So that's the first step. The second step is that whatever you multiply the denominator with, you have to multiply the numerator with the same number as well. So I will multiply 2 by 1, which will give me 2, right? And I will multiply 4 by 1 because I multiplied here by 4, and this will give me 4. Now I need to focus on this part because it has the same denominator. Now I can compare them. So I can see that this one is bigger than this one because it's 4 over 8, this is 2 over 8, so this is bigger. So the conclusion is that half is greater than a quarter. That's my answer. So they're just 2 steps, right? So that's what you need to do all the time, right? Please let me know if you have any questions for me, or if you're stuck, or you want me to explain something, please let me know as well.